Maruti Suzuki Swift is one of our best of 2024. Joining me today to accept the award is Mr. Partho Banerjee, Senior Executive Officer, Maruti Suzuki. Welcome, Partho-san. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dhruv. Thank you.
So, you've been with Maruti for 3 decades, and you've really seen how this mobility revolution and this journey has evolved over this entire period of time. So, where are we today and where are we headed? What is your big picture outlook?
I think, Dhruv, if you see, Indian auto industry has come a long way. Today we are the third largest automobile industry in the world after US and China. So, and the way we are going, actually, we are going pretty strong. And the way the auto industry has evolved over the period of time, actually, that's fantastic. 3 decades back, it was mostly the small cars. But today, if you see, we have got all forms, all segments, they are doing pretty well. And my take is this, India as a market, still the car penetration is at 32 per thousand. And the motorization has to increase. And we expect that by 2030, even if the motorization reach 44 per thousand, the Indian auto industry will be close to 6 million, 5.5 to 6 million. It's a huge number. Still it will be 44 per thousand. So I think outlook is very positive, and there is only one thing, it's only that auto industry has to go onwards.
And one of the other things that you were instrumental in doing in the last decade or so is the Nexa network. And it's now one of the largest, in and of itself, it's one of the largest networks in the country. But what has that told you about the aspiration of the customer?
See, Nexa has totally changed the brand image of Maruti Suzuki. When we launched it, we wanted to give a altogether different experience to our customers. And we have been very successful in doing that. And if you see the product which we have launched there, be the system, be the processes, it had a very positive impact on our Arena channel also. And if you see our Arena channel also, the overall experience, everything has been enhanced. Yeah. So, point is this, in today's time, the very important thing which I feel is this, product is one. Yeah. But another key thing is the customer experience. What sort of experience you are giving to the customer, that is going to really play a very big role.
And coming to the Swift specifically, it has such a long legacy and a heritage, and it's been such a loved product in the Indian market. But as you said, we've gone from being a small car market to now where SUVs have taken pride of place. So how do you retain that pride of place for a car like the Swift in the Indian market today?
Oh, you talk about Swift, this has nothing to do with the segment. This shape and this form factor speaks volume. Amazing DNA. For 2005 we launched it, today we are sitting in 2024. 19 years, going strong, sold more than 3 million vehicles. And it's a car which is loved by the young Indians. And when the population of India, less than 25-year-old is 50%, and this is the heartthrob of the young Indians here. So I don't feel that it is the size of the car which makes a difference. It's the DNA. Yeah. What it offers to the consumer is very important. And Swift, if you see, has always been as a sporty feel. Look at the shape, look at the styling part of it, the features per se. And with the time, we have added all features, premium features which you think about it, all is there into this car. We are almost doing 16,000 vehicles per month after launch of this. And last month we did close to 23,000 vehicles retail.
One of our winners last year, and a car that's very close to my heart, is the Jimny. And I recently met a fellow World Car Awards jury member from Australia. And he said, look, we have a 2-year waiting list for the Jimny in Australia. Now that we're a year into that product in India, and hindsight is 2020, what could have been done differently for the Jimny to have had the kind of impact in India that was expected?
True, I think Jimny has been doing the numbers which are supposed to do in the Indian market. I think it's not important that each and every product has to be doing numbers more than 15,000 per month. It's a lifestyle product. So I think the where you're talking about, if you see there's a customer profile and the usage which is there, will be typically the guys who want to go for upcountry, going for the trekking part of it, photography, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in India, the numbers which we sold in the last 1 year is pretty good. In India, it's lit ahead of times, and we are absolutely okay with the numbers.
Looking at the big picture for a second, you've set up the mobility, let's say the infrastructure, the revolution over the decades in India. I mean, Maruti Suzuki has done that. You're entering the EV space soon. How can you do something similar in that space in a shorter period of time?
Dhruv, as you rightly mentioned, 40 years back when we came, I would say that our chairman, sir, and the top management from Suzuki Motor Corporation had the vision that how we are going to provide a good ecosystem to our consumer in that time.
Yeah.
So I think we first set up the after sales network. Sales network came later on.
Yeah.
So you can be rest assured that the same philosophy continues in us also. So when we come with the EV, we are not going to launch a product. We will launch ecosystem.
And is there more risk on that front? I mean, in the EV space, because while the market is small and there is scope for growth, there's some sense that the early adopters have already bought EVs and people need more incentives to go down the EV route. For Maruti Suzuki, which has such a large chunk of the Indian market, is there more risk associated with going down that route?
Dhruv, we are the market leaders.
Yeah.
And we feel, being a market leader, we need to be present in all segments. We need to be present in all form factors. So many people ask us, like recently we launched the Desire.
Yeah.
It's rocking. We did a mastered in Google. You know how many views we got? Can you take a guess? 180 million.
Wow.
Normally it is 70
Wow.
to 80 million.
Yeah.
180 million. It's a stunner, I would say.
Yeah.
So the point is this, I feel as a market leader, we need to provide all form factors, vehicle in all segments, all fuel options. So we are going to be in ICE, we are going to be in CNG, we are going to be in hybrids, we are going to offer it in EV also. So let the consumer decide what the usage is. Honestly speaking, if a consumer doesn't have to drive 100-120 kilometers per day,
Yeah.
the TCO doesn't suit him to pay that additional cost for electric vehicle. Maybe
Yeah.
for him a hybrid is a better option.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it depends on the customer usage, based on which he will be deciding which fuel option is the ideal suited for.
Looking ahead into 2025, we've seen a good festive season, but there seems to be some economic headwinds at the moment. How do you foresee the next quarter or two playing out?
Dhruv, my take has been always been very different. First of all is setting the expectation. I think beginning of the year, Siam forecasted that last year the base was very high.
Right.
This year the growth will be single digit on the lower side.
Yeah.
They forecasted around 3 to 4%.
Yeah.
I think end of October industry is around 4 to 5% growth.
Yeah.
So very much in line. So why we feel it's only the point is this, if we feel that every year the growth has to be 10-12%, I think nowhere the world it happens actually. All this calibrations keeps on happening year to year.
Thank you very much for your perspective, Partho.
Thank you.
We look forward to the EV revolution from Maruti Suzuki soon. And we look forward to a lot more entertaining products like the Swift.
No, we will keep on launching products, not only in EV, but in all segments.
Thank you.
Thank you.